Hey, what's up, guys? Good night tonight for the Yankees. But before we get to that, if you haven't heard, they made a trade today. The Yankees traded Mike Tauchman to the San Francisco Giants for left-handed reliever Wandy Peralta. Um, now, it's kind of a bittersweet, at least in my opinion, for me. Tauchman I liked. He was one of the better defenders on the Yankees in the outfield, but he didn't really have many opportunities this year. He's just blocked by too many guys. And so and the Yankees are always having issues on the pitching end. So, this was a trade. It was kind of a logical move. They moved him from a position of excess and brought in another pitcher from a position of kind of issue at some point. There's also a player to be named later involved in the trade, too, that's going to come to the Yankees at some point. Obviously, we don't know who it is, but so there's two guys coming back to New York. But so that's a trade that happened today. Wandy probably should give him some versatility on the left-handed side. The Yankees have a lot of kind of finesse guys, with Odor and Britton and and Licky. So Peralta's going to give him more options and some versatility on the left-handed side. But it's becoming more apparent that the Yankees kind of have a Chad Green Jr. and Johnny Lasagna too, two kind of right-handed power arms in that bullpen. And I haven't even mentioned, Roldis Chapman. I haven't mentioned Luis Sessa. So, and obviously they have other guys, Brooks Krisky, Nick Nelson, and guys like that. But, it's nice to see, they're bringing in another versatile lefty and, kind of discovering another power arm on the right-hand side. Loizac has been with the Yankees for several years now, and he's young, but he's got a really live arm. So, it's kind of nice to see. So, the Yankees bullpen is kind of coming together. Roldis Chapman is right now the most dominant reliever in all of baseball. And Zach Britton, once he comes back, will have, they'll have like a 9 or 10-headed monster. So, and hopefully the pitchers continue to start working their way towards giving them length. And Corey Kluber did that today. 6 innings, 1 run. So, his best game in probably 2 years. And, it was vintage Corey Kluber. He was in command. He was efficient. He didn't have a really high pitch count. And I think he left in the 70s after 6 innings. So it was a really, really good game. Loizac came in after that and threw an inning, one in the third inning, and then Licky came out and finished the game out. So I score 5-1. Pitching day, good overall. On the offensive side, it was a home run barrage today, 3 home runs. First it was Judge. Then it was Kyle Higashioka in the opposite field, and then it was Stanton with another shot. So Stanton, I think, now has 6. Judge has got 5, and even Higashioka, I think, has 4. So, they're winning by the long ball. Well, at least they won by the long ball today. But the bats are kind of starting to come live a little bit more, which is good. Gleyber Torres, a couple of good hits today. He's also hustling. So, and DJ went 2 for 4 today. Had a solid game as well. So, a single and a double. And his bat came to life a little bit today. Hopefully, they'll continue that trend. And hopefully, we'll get to the point where the Yankees bats are kind of collectively working together because that lineup is deadly. So, other than that, this is the second game of a 4-game series. The Yankees took game 2. The Orioles took game 1. So, tomorrow we'll see what happens. Herman's on the mound tomorrow, Domingo Herman. And then, I think it's Jordan Montgomery for game 4. So, hopefully, those two can give us some length as well, 5 or 6 innings, so that they're not constantly having to go to the well early in the games. We're going to need, if Kluber can go 5 to 6 on a regular basis, if Taillon can get to the point where he can go 5 to 6 on a regular basis. I mean, and again, those guys are still building back from long injuries, so I think it's going to take a little while. But if we can get Cole and Montgomery and Herman at 6 on an average, even Cole sometimes 7 or whatever. I know he's a horse, so he'll probably want to throw 8 and 9 most of the time too. But if we can get that consistency there, and then we'll have Davy Garcia, waiting in there to see either for spot starting or 6-man or whatever it is. He's really good at just staying controlled. Keeping his composure. And I like Davy Garcia, so I hope that he gets opportunities and they utilize him as often as possible for as long as they possibly can. So he's still young, so he's still got a ways to go to develop. But all in all, a good game by the Yankees today. They made a trade as well, and so some moves today. And by the way, I've been doing a bunch of, I don't know if you've seen them, I've been doing a bunch of trade proposals for teams that the Blue Jays need to make this trade. Yankees or the Mets and Padres, and I've done the Royals, and my next video tomorrow is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies. They're all in the description below if you haven't seen them. It's basically a trade that says if they want to go this far, they should be making this trade. Let me know what you think of those, whether you agree or not. Doesn't matter. Just put your feedback in the comments down below, obviously. And I like to get back to everybody. So I like to have a good dialogue. So, and put that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss the videos, but so that you're also in the running for my subscriber giveaway at 2,000 subs. We're about 50 subs away, or 40 subs away. So we're getting there. And I'll let you know if you won the giveaway, and I'll be doing them every 1,000 subs after that, and each time the giveaway will get bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's my way of saying thank you. So keep an eye out. I think you'll like the Phillies trade. It's going to be kind of a multi-layer trade proposal. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.